welcome to my channel. That's Keto, my friends, call me Jelly. This is the channel where you get to see how much weight I have lost on a ketogenic journey. I've used the ketogenic journey to lose over 200 pounds. How much over 200 pounds? Well, that will be coming up in just a little bit in this video because it is a weigh-in day. It is also day 16 of my 30-day pre-keto or pre-holiday keto challenge that I'm in with a bunch of other ladies, and they're listed down below, so check them out as well. So I am trying to stay 20 total carbs or less. This is like a cut I did all summer and spring. Also trying to stay few. I kind of took all the vegetables out the past 2 weeks, but don't worry, sometimes I do vegetables, sometimes I don't. I have a lot of issues with it with my stomach. I'm heading out today to go get some chicken because my protein has just been too low. I don't like how low it's been the last couple of days, especially since I can't have my pork chops, so it's getting lower and lower just on ground beef. So let's go ahead and check out all this morning's numbers and my little glucose ketone reading. It's gonna all be put in right now, and I'm really excited for 2 reasons today. Let's check out the first set of, well, 3 reasons, because you'll see. Ketones 1.0. And this is after a 20-hour fast. 79 glucose. Okay, as you saw, my readings this morning came out quite well. My GKI is moderate at 4.3, so I am very happy about those numbers. I also fasted. I think I was at 19 hours or something fasted when I took this morning, maybe longer. I don't know. Don't feel like doing the math. I think I might have said it in the video. Alright, so my sleep was absolutely amazing. Amazing. So everyone knows I go to bed about 8 o'clock at night. But I have trouble falling asleep. And I wake up a million times. But last night, I actually got 8 hours and 42 minutes and 47 minutes was awake. And that includes every time I got up to pee and everything. So, I got the best sleep I have gotten in forever. And we already saw that. So, that's, I swore I had more readings. Give me a second. You saw those numbers. They're amazing across the board on everything. I'm even really excited about the sleep I got last night, and I'm full of energy without a migraine. It is a miracle, people. It is a miracle. Also, I'm super excited about something I'm about to show you. Some of y'all always tell me don't say your name when you give me something. So I don't know if the name is supposed to be said or not said on this, because I went to the mailbox and found, well, it actually was on the porch, on my parents' porch, a very special gift today, which I'm going to show you the gift in a second, that I am so excited about. I can't even calm myself down. Like, yeah, just made this girl's, like, whole entire month. Like, ooh, I'm really excited about this and can't wait to use it. It's one reason I'm going to the meat market. Okay, so I'm going to read their little card, but I'm going to leave their last name out of it. This is an early but Merry Christmas. You are such a sweet lady, and I enjoy your videos so much. May God bless you as you have blessed others with your sweet spirit. From Diana. I'm leaving the last name out because I wouldn't want my last name said on the internet either, and I don't like my first name. Like, it's kind of weird when people say my first name, but thank you. You have no clue just how excited I am, and I cannot wait to use it. Do y'all want to see what she got me? It was on my Amazon wish list, and I just put it on there just for the heck of it so I could remember to go back and buy it too, because I did not expect anyone to ever buy it for me. So I just got a KitchenAid for the first time in my life that I wanted all my life. Like, it was on crazy sale last week, and I can't really afford to buy all the attachments. It's gonna have to wait. Look, she got me the meat grinder attachments. You just don't even know how excited I am. I'm gonna make ground chicken meat, and I'm gonna go to Costco next week or whenever I can, and get the sirloin steak because it's so much cheaper to grind up, especially buying at Costco, the sirloin steak than to go buy sirloin hamburger meat. Like, the price is crazy different. Oh my gosh. And if I buy some collagen casein that's not sheep, because I'm allergic to sheep, I can make my own sausage too. I can grind up pork myself and make my own sausage. Like, when you're someone with tons of issues with meat, like, there's certain pork that I can eat, but it doesn't come ground up from the place I can eat it from. I can have ground pork now. Like, and all the ground chicken I can find are kinds I can't have. But I can find chicken breasts that I can have. I can have ground chicken. The same with the hamburger meat. I can take ground sirloin and do it myself for cheaper than going to Fresh Market or somewhere else. Y'all you don't even know how excited I am to have this bad boy. Like, girl, you just made, wait, this girl's so happy. I can't even get to tell y'all. Okay, so thank you so much. Like, oh my gosh, my mind is still blown. Like, when I opened it, I was like, what? I didn't remember ordering this. And I started looking, and there was gift receipts, and I started looking, and I'm like, oh, what? So yeah. So I'm probably blushing because I'm so excited. Like, I'm just thrilled that someone, I'm thrilled on anything. Even just the comments y'all leave me thrills me. But that one, like, is going to, like, up my game on food not affecting my stomach in such a huge way that I'm all excited. So, I was so happy I was in tears, y'all, okay? I know, ridiculous, right? Crying over a gift. But it makes me feel like I'm appreciated, and I don't need gifts to feel like I'm appreciated. To thank y'all and the nice comments you make me feel appreciated. Some of y'all's comments make me cry a lot because I am an emotional person, and I am a Pisces. You know what that entails is emotions, and when someone does something special or says something special, it just hits me like, oh my gosh, someone really does appreciate me. Someone does think, you know, I deserve this, or that I'm helping people, and that's what I really want to do, is help people. I want to show people they could be like me and lose all the weight and have energy and not be stuck in a chair. So yeah. Okay, I was watching, let me show you what I had for breakfast. And then we will get into the rest of the video, and then I can calm down for a second, right? I'm still drinking my little Premier protein shake. It had been in the fridge because I opened it yesterday, and the cold started to give me heartburn, so I had to wait for it to at least get closer to room temperature. So I'm drinking that right now. I'm probably going to go past my 3 o'clock mark on not eating past that, but it's okay. I'm not going to stress because I got to go get some meat. And I think I'm going to make the chicken or something tonight. I'm going to use the attachments tomorrow, so I'm going to buy some extra chicken to grind up chicken tomorrow. I think that's what I'm using it for. We'll see. I'll know once I get in there, right? So I'm in the process of making my second collagen coffee of the day. Everything up behind because I got lost in Keto Chaos's live for 2 hours. And breakfast is normally at 10. It started at 10, so then breakfast got pushed back 2 hours. And yeah, it helped with my fasting. Like, it went longer. But I was starving by the time I got to eat. And I didn't really have room for this yet. So my stomach's trying to make room so I can drink it. Because my protein, like I said, the last couple of days has been lower than I like. Because if you've been following me along through my journey, you know I do a higher protein keto. I've looked at enough studies, including the first study ever done, where it showed starving people, basically, with low protein, put them in ketosis, starvation ketosis. They gave them protein back in because it ate all their muscle away. And guess what? Even with just protein, they were still in ketosis. Same with carnivore. They eat high protein. No matter what they say, they're eating higher protein than fat, usually carnivore. And they're running on ketones. So, if you ever hear someone say, well, honey, eat that protein, it's going to spike your insulin, and it's going to kick you. I had type 2 diabetes, A1C of 7.9, I think. Polycystic ovary syndrome, on tons of metformin. And I've always done eat my protein and like fat and stuff later, because I cut my fat off my meats because it makes me sick. And I would add cheese later in the day if I was still hungry. I used to do only 45 grams of fat because I was really fat and I was taking it off my body. Now I do about 90 something because I am not really fat, and I need to make sure my body's getting the nutrition it needs, because I do have fat, don't get me wrong, but it's not a whole lot. So, yeah. This girl's putting on muscle, so I know when I lose weight, I'm not eating my muscle. I'm literally putting it on. I do a lot of workout trying to tone as much as possible. You can see some of it. It's not going to ever be a huge muscle, but I want toning because it'll help with loose skin and stuff. Especially on my butt and thighs. My butt is getting, I know, I shouldn't be showing my butt off on the internet, but it's getting small and round now. With all my squats I'm doing every day, it's starting to get round. That little wide flatness I had going on is now shrunk all the way, and it's beginning to bubble out, and that's what I want. I want the bubble butt, okay? So, and I want not my thighs touching when I stand. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there is a gap. I can put my hand completely through there now, and that is helping from the squats because, you know, it builds all this up, especially those butterfly kicks, donkey kicks, whatever you want to call them. I've been doing those. I've been doing my dancing every single night. I feel amazing today. Getting that extra sleep and not waking up a billion times, and being in moderate ketosis, and I just woke up feeling good this morning. I also slept in by 2 hours, but that's okay because it finally gave me the sleep I needed that my body has been craving. So let me show you what happens to me when I am in a good ketosis, when I am in a great mood, when I don't mess up at all, where I get my workouts in, I don't take an ibuprofen, where I get my sleep. Let me show you right now what's the result of that. And I'll also answer the question is, how much weight have I lost on keto so far? It's 12:30, so I am technically having my first meal of the day. About an hour ago, I did have a collagen coffee, which broke my fast. So for dirty fasting, I went 22 hours. For clean fasting, I went 21 hours. I would have broke it earlier, but I was watching Keto in the Chaos's live, so I'm 2.5 hours behind my usual eating. So I'm having my normal 3-egg, 1.5 tablespoon coconut flour pancake with 1 tablespoon whipped cream made homemade and 1 tablespoon Kerrygold butter, sprinkled with more pumpkin spice, and 70 grams of protein pumpkin spice is in this as well. Also of the liquid shake. And a sweet and low broke on top. Yes, I know. Bad sweetener. I've used it for all 3 years to lose the amount of weight I've lost. And I'm also going to go ahead and have my Premier protein shake with it because this girl is starving. And I also have to get my hamburger meat in all before 3 because that's what I'm doing this week. Trying to eat everything before 3, including my last collagen coffee. We'll see if I make it today or not. Got my coffee going over there, and did you see it? Did you see? Yes, a new low. A new low. That means I have lost over 206 pounds on keto. I think it's like 200.4 or something. 206.4 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not counting. I'm counting the point part when I hit the next pound, right? I'm not paying attention until then lately. Yesterday I was up 0.4 on the scale because of the ibuprofen. And today I took it down. And I didn't think I would, because I did have a serving of those ranch whisks, which has the maltodextrin. I did have half a bag of the Quest loaded nacho chips, which doesn't affect me, but it put me higher up in carbs and stuff. But it didn't. I think it kept, oh, I didn't have a protein shake. So it basically kept me kind of around the same carb level because I swapped out the protein shake. But that's why my protein was lower too. But did you see it? Like, I am so happy. Like, today is a great day. And when you watch other YouTubers, you will hear all of us say something different about what we believe in from our own experience and our own research. I absolutely love Keto in the Chaos. She is beautiful inside and out, and she has a different take on the whole diet, and some of the same take as me on the higher protein part. But see, here's the difference. For her, it is a calorie thing. She did not yo-yo diet her whole life. She did not have polycystic ovary syndrome. I don't think she had type 2 diabetes. I don't remember her ever saying she did. So she is coming at it from a healthy body who just ate too many calories. I am the person over here who's coming at it at, I didn't naturally eat too many calories. I did for having polycystic ovary syndrome, because we have to eat less calories. At least that's what I was always told by my doctors. And I had to be on metformin. And I had type 2 diabetes and a whole crap load of illnesses, people. Maybe I'll do a video one day of just my illnesses and what I was on and how I cured it, you know, and all that stuff, because it is a long list. So I was coming, we both came in basically the same weight, almost the same height, but different backgrounds. Dieting my whole entire life since I was 13. Tons and tons of illnesses. Her being pregnant and breastfeeding her whole adult life. Oh my gosh, more power to her. Like, have you seen her kids? They're all beautiful. And she's gonna have so many grandkids. This is gonna be so cute. And her, you know, not really ever dieting because she was always pregnant or breastfeeding. Not all the crazy health problems. So she can come at it one way. And me, I have to come at it a totally different way because it's not about calories. I really can eat 3,000 calories and still lose weight with no problem, as long as my carbs are under 20 total. For me, it is a glucose issue. Now, before keto, my polycystic ovary syndrome would not let me eat calories without upping. Like, it didn't matter if I was on 600, I was going up if I ate the carbs. If I knew about keto years ago, when I was pregnant, I was put on keto. They didn't call it keto, and they said I could only be on this diet while pregnant because I had gestational diabetes. If I knew it was keto and that I knew it could be long-term, I would have never gotten off of it, and I could have lost all my weight 15 years ago. But I was told by the doctor, it was just a temporary thing, don't stay on it. In my 30s, upper 37, when I was diagnosed finally with polycystic ovary syndrome, and she went through all my records and said I had had it since I was 13, and it explained everything in my life. And she's the one who also diagnosed me with diabetes and complex hypoplasia. It's where the lining of your uterus doesn't shed properly and it turns to cancer. So I am treated for that. So she gave me a diet, but she didn't call it keto. But I still had the paper, and I was going over it the other day, and I didn't do it because it seemed crazy. And it was a keto diet, but she left the name off so I wouldn't Google it, I guess. And I wish I had known it was keto, because once someone actually did the keto diet and called it keto in front of me, and I saw what it did, and I did my own research and saw how healthy it was and how it could cure all these things, including my lupus that they were about to diagnose me with, and all this other stuff, I was like, it went off in my head is, we're going to try this. It sounds stupid, like eat butter, eat some bacon, eat steak, eat some heavy cream, and just don't eat the bread, and, you know, don't eat lima beans, but you can have broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. The list goes on and on, people. It's not as tiny as you might think it is. And don't eat the pineapples and grapes that are loaded with sugar. We're going to switch those out, and you're going to have some berries over here. And yes, you can have nuts. You just got to watch it because it can cause inflammation. First 2.5 years, I ate nuts like crazy, and it started causing me a little inflammation because of a stomach issue I have, which was not from keto. I was born with it. But I can occasionally have nuts and not go up in weight. So you have to decide what works best for your body. Like I said, and there's in between people, you know, that did yo-yo dieting but no health problems. So you can play with different versions. There's dirty, clean, strict, lazy. There's the keto like. This is what I do. I do what I feel like. I go from carnivore kind of keto, like ketovore, to just normal fat keto, high protein keto, then back, dirty keto, clean keto, lazy keto. Like, I am always dirty keto the first week of July every year. And during her video where she was talking about take refeeds each month, I did that without knowing I was doing it. It was not planned. It's just that time of the month I craved more, and my calories would get over 2,000 most of the time. So I did it automatically. Also, what I never wanted to actually admit to myself until watching her live today when she talked about diet breaks, and you know, I'm not into diet breaks, but let's be honest. I met my boyfriend when a little after I started keto. Then I went and met him in real life about 8 months into keto. I want to say it was July. And 90% of those 3 weeks, I was off keto because it's Hawaii, people. It's really hard and very expensive to be keto in Hawaii, and I'm not lying, because I can't do a bunch of vegetables and the meat is crazy price. And if you eat out anywhere, they put sugar in everything. Then I came home. 6 months later, after being strict total carb keto, 6 months later, I'm in Hawaii for a month again. Guess what? 90% of the time I am not keto during that month. 6 months later, again. 6 months later, again. Up until this year, up until the pandemic, okay, so the last time I was in Hawaii was August. And then up until March, I wasn't eating good keto because of I did a carb up in November where I went to normal carbs. And it messed me up bad. Like, it messed my head up. Then my dad had a heart attack and was in the ICU and had to have operation. And then my brain just went firing. So I gained like 20 pounds during that time. And January rolled around and I was doing really, really good and got that 20 pounds back off. And then March happened. Pandemic. Gained that and 20 more. And it's mostly water weight, people, because I was back down to the 190s within a month of getting my meats and eggs and stuff back in April. I lost 23 pounds like that. So, other than the first year, you're looking at a girl who went off keto almost for a month. Every 6 months. And I have to admit that to myself. I did not admit that to myself until watching that video today, like that live. I was like, I don't believe in diet breaks. And then I was like, wait a minute. Every time I went to Hawaii was a diet break, which was a month every 6 months. Other than I haven't been there in 15 months. But the pandemic did it for me for a month, right? My dad's stroke or heart attack. I don't know why he had a stroke during that time too. And my mom's had one. So my brain keeps going there. I don't like thinking heart attack, even though they're both horrible. So I did a carb up on purpose in November. Then on Thanksgiving Day, the day before, that night, he had a heart attack. And it was carbing during that time because it was fast food everywhere. So, yeah, I've had diet breaks. And didn't even realize I was doing it. Like, my brain did not be like, I just think cheats. No, they weren't really cheats because it wasn't 1 or 2 meals. It was a complete off keto for a month. And guess what? I still managed to lose 206 pounds. And a year of that without the crazy break or anything, there was a year where it was actually my ibuprofen stalling me and making me go up. As y'all saw, every time I take 1 pill, I go up 0.4 on the scale. If I take 2 that day, I'm going up 0.8, and so on and so on. It's just how it happens because it's water weight. And then I have to fight to get it back off, and I have to fight to get back in ketosis. And let me tell you, those months in Hawaii, they were like 3,000 and 4,000 calorie days. Like, I was always starving. I don't know if it was because I was hot 24/7. The temperature was insane. There was no AC. I was sweating like a pig. I couldn't get enough fluid. I couldn't get enough salt. It's one reason I did not argue and I did go off keto. I was so dehydrated and so sick being on keto with no AC and sweating 24/7. I could not take in enough sodium. I have a low sodium issue to begin with. So I needed the carbs to help me keep my sodium in. Like, you will see Keto in the Chaos say that she's not having an electrolyte problem as much doing her carbs. I don't have an electrolyte problem really, as long as I just eat my sodium and I'm not sweating like a dog, you know, like I am when I'm in Hawaii. But I sweated 24/7, so me going on the carbs helped me keep from being dehydrated. So I guess I do believe in diet breaks. But see, I'm the person who can cheat for that whole month on Long Johns and donuts and all kind of stuff, and when I get on the plane, it's over. Even when I land, it ain't happening. It doesn't matter how hungry I am or tired. I'm also the person who, when we're inside the house, tries my best to, like, if we don't go anywhere that day, to not go off keto while I'm in the house. Like, I had stuff that I could eat, but a lot of days we would be gone from the morning till night, and I would my first meal every day was still keto because I would make it at the house. The second meal was normally keto because we went to 7-Eleven and I got a hot dog. Now, if we happened to go to McDonald's, it was always the bun without a burger. My problem came into play when we would eat at Costco. I was allergic to their hot dogs and their burgers. I could only have their pizzas. Yes, most of the time I just did the topping. But then we would share an ice cream. Or we go to 7-Eleven and get some Long Johns or some nachos. I only had nachos twice when I was there, and that's like my favorite thing. And it was when I landed, and everyone knew I was doing it because I told everyone. So, diet breaks do work. I have to admit it, since I am the girl. But it always probably made my journey a little longer because I always put on 20 pounds of water weight, but within a month, it was all gone instantly. Like, within the first 2 weeks, 15 pounds is off every time for me. It is just fluid. But I feel miserable with that much fluid. You can see it in my skin, and it was just not my thing. So I'm going to shut up because I do need to go to the meat market. My daughter has been waiting on me, and I need to get out of here. And thank you once again, Diane. I think it's Diana. It is absolutely amazing gift. Thank you. And I appreciate all y'all, and I thank you for all your comments and everything. You just don't know how much it means to me. I do go down to my parents and stuff, but normally I'm in this house by myself all the time, and other than talking to my family or my boyfriend who likes to drive me insane and everything's a joke, the only time I get to talk is when I get to talk in a message. Some of y'all Facebook me, and I get to talk there sometimes. I kind of suck at spelling, but I try my best. So sometimes I'm talking to Siri, and sometimes she gets it wrong, and I don't even realize she's done spelled it wrong. And so, but yes, I enjoy everything from gifts to comments. Y'all just all make my day. So the one hard part about keto is when you're hungry and you're at Arby's waiting for your daughter's food and you know it'll be an hour before you can eat. Sure, I could have a beef cheddar with no bun, no sauce, but it always makes my weight go up about half a pound. I know it's water weight, but I don't want to do that to myself. I'd rather just be hungry for 45 minutes to an hour until I get home. And I will be eating later than I wanted because, sorry, 3:15, so I probably won't eat until 4. But that's okay. We had a great weigh-in today, so yeah, the sun is really shining right this minute, right in my eyes. So I have gotten 2 packs of wings and chicken breast strips, which I plan on using that meat grinder this week to grind this up and make some chicken burgers. It is 4:30 and I am having 3 full wings, and they're huge. They're so much bigger than if I was to buy them anywhere else. They smell amazing. Time for my walk. Time for my walk. Everyone is nervous when I go walking. So I'm looking for a baton, a self-defense stick, asp, whatever they're called. The ones on Amazon look like crap and they're expensive for it not being a real one. So yeah, I could carry a gun, but I prefer the baton. It would fit right here. Yep. So that's what I'm looking for. If anyone knows a website other than Amazon to buy it at, let me know. Okay, so I would totally film a lot more when I'm walking, but there are so many cars now. What is up with this? I mean, like, I'm not joking, people. We used to have 3, 4, maybe 5 cars. And there's no new houses down here. But like 30, 40, 50 cars come through. It's a dead end. Then they come back through again. And they're not down there very long. Wonder why. Wonder why. Who knows? But let's just say my imagination tells me don't record while they're going down the road. Just in case it's what I think it is. Just in case. So, I wonder if this way is cool. Still looking muddy in some spots. I have slid and hit my butt twice going that way. Maybe on the way back if it's not dark yet. But I can see way down there is complete mud. And it's not mud, it's clay. But this way is a workout. It normally equals almost 17 flights of stairs. By the time I'm done getting to the top, which dogs are those? That was deer running, not dogs. Aw, I scared the deer. Oh. They run through our yard at night. We wake up and there's trails everywhere between them and raccoons. And Honey's best friend is a possum. She's been sleeping on the porch curled up with a possum at night now. Better not give her rabies. Aw, that was like 4 of them. I don't know if y'all could see them. I thought it was a dog at first, the big fluffy white tail, and then I got a better glimpse. That's not the top of the hill. We're gonna go way higher than that. My view walking back to the house is so pretty. I was watching Life Adventures in Keto and I wish my videos could get that dark. I don't know how to make it not show up as daylight. The sky is actually pretty black right now. That's even gray. Not bright, beautiful color like that.